Hello, everybody. This is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics bringing to you game number 148 of the 1941 Boston Red Sox season. This is the hunt for 400. Ted Williams in his chase for a 400 average in the 41 season. They're today taking on the New York Yankees at Fenway Park. This is the first of a 3-game series. Check that, first of a 2-game series before they go to Washington and play the Senators in a 3-game season, and then close out the season at Philadelphia against the Philadelphia Athletics for a 3-game series. In real life, Ted Williams came into this game hitting .406, and in our project, he is 174 for 428 at bats with a .407 batting average. Here's today's starting lineups. Johnny Sturm will lead off and play first base for the Yankees. Scooter Rizzuto's at shortstop, Tommy Heinrich in right field, Joe DiMaggio in center field, George Selkirk plays left field, Bill Dickey's the catcher, Joe Gordon at second base, Frankie the Crosetti is at shortstop, and lefty Marius Russo, a grade B pitcher, is on the mound. For the Boston Red Sox, Dominic DiMaggio, brother of Joe, in center field. Brother Vince, I forgot what team the third brother, Vince, in the major leagues played on the other day, and he was on the Pittsburgh Pirates in 1941. Right, Pete Fox is in right field. Joe Cronin's the shortstop. Ted Williams in left. James Tabor at third base. Double X Jimmy Fox, the other Fox in today's lineup, is at first base. Bobby Doerr is at second base. Frankie Pitlock, the catcher, and Charles Wagner on the mound. He's a grade B pitcher with no modifiers. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. Charlie Wagner was 12-6 with a 3.07 earned run average in 1941. He completes his warm-up tosses. And here now is Johnny Sturm. We're playing basic Apba. The Yankees are fielding column 2 on defense. Their defensive points add up to 40. Red Sox are fielding column 1, as their totals add up to 42. Johnny Sturm, the first baseman, steps into the box, a native of St. Louis, Missouri. And here's the pitch to Johnny Sturm. 3-5 is a 41. And that right away leads us to the randomizer chart, rare play, I should say. 16 is 36, and that's going to be ball 1. Pitch to Johnny Sturm, low and away, a fastball. Here's the next pitch to the hitter Sturm. 62 is skied high in the air to right field. Pete Fox is under it and makes the grab. And that's how we begin in the top of the first inning. Here's the Scooter, Phil Rizzuto, 307 hitter, and a slick fielding shortstop for the Yankees. 1-5 is a 8 against a B. That's going to be a pop out to the Red Sox third baseman, James Tabor. 2 up and 2 down. And now Tommy Heinrich. 1-1 roll for Heinrich, and that's a hit, call, and roll. And that will guarantee that Joe DiMaggio will bat in the inning with a man on base. It's just a single. 7 is 1 base. All the second column rolls go off the D column. 2 outs, 1 on, and here is Joe DiMaggio, 357 with 30 home runs. Wagner into the stretch. Here's the pitch. Curveball wide of the strike zone, and that's going to be a ball 4 to Joe DiMaggio. First and second for the Yankees. And that brings to bat George Selkirk, 25 homers. Nicknamed Twinkle Toes, one of my favorite nicknames on Apple cards. 46 is a 29. And Twinkle Toes hits a hot shot back to the mound, but it's snagged by Wagner, who throws the first. That's the end of the inning. 0-0, Red Sox coming to bat. All right, Marius Russo completes his warm-up tosses. He was 14-10 in 1941 3.09 earned run average, very consistent to his lifetime earned run average of 3.13. Dominic DiMaggio steps into the box for the Boston Red Sox. And DiMaggio, it's a bouncing ball to the Crow at third base, who throws across the diamond, 1 out. Pete Fox. He was a longtime Detroit Tiger, now playing with the Red Sox. And Fox hits a hit column roll. And that is a 5-2. That's also a 7 in the second column, just a single. A base hit to right field, retrieved by Heinrich and thrown back into the infield. Fast runner at first for the Red Sox with 1 down. Here's player manager Joe Cronin. Grounded to second. That could be 2. Gordon flips to Rizzuto. The relay to first is not in time. The fielder's choice. Fox is retired at second, 4-6. And now Joe Cronin is the base runner at first with 2 gone. And here is Teddy Ballgame, Ted Williams, 174 for 428, 407 average in the project. 2 hits yesterday. Here's the pitch to Ted Williams. 6-4 is going to be a base on balls. All right, like the Yankees, Boston has first and second with 2 gone. Jim Tabor, 279 with 16 home runs, has an opportunity to get his team on the board here with 2 outs. Russo into the stretch. Here is the pitch. 6-6 rolls a drive by Tabor. It might be. It could be. It is out of here over the right field fence. A long drive the opposite way for Jim Tabor puts the Red Sox on the board, 3-0 in the first. Cronin scores. Williams scores. They wait and congratulate Jim Tabor as he comes across. And Tabor cashes in the opportunity. Here is Jimmy Fox, XX. Ground out to third. Unless there's a Y strikeout modifier on that result. It's an X strikeout modifier. Russo has the Y, so that is a ground out to third to end the inning. There were 2 hits, 3 runs. Top of the second, Red Sox 3, Yankees nothing. This game is not going to have a bearing on the pennant race. The Red Sox came in second place in 1941, but they were 17 games behind the Yankees. And there are only 7 left to play in this 41 season. Bill Dickey steps to the box. The Yankees down by 3. And Bill Dickey hits a hit column roll. And that is a 7, so that's another single off that second column. Not having a lot of luck off the second column in this game. Dickey is a slow runner. I play it safe with my slow runners. So automatically it's 1 base advance unless I say otherwise. And not play it safe, but automatically I play safe in my games. Here is Joe Gordon. 31 is a 9 against a B pitcher. The runner on first is going to be an infield single for Gordon. And that will right away get the tying run to the plate. It's Grossetti. 4-2 is a 39, which takes me to the rare play chart. And 5-3 on the randomizer chart is a 40 result. Let's see, off of feeling column 1. Safe on air. Filling the bases. There's a printing error in my book. So it says 40, safe on air, filling the bases, but they give an assist to, assist to shortstop. But there shouldn't be an assist because nobody's out, according to the result. Errors on the second baseman. At any rate, there's trouble everywhere Charlie Wagner looks, and there's no outs. Marios Russo, the batter. Not a horrible hitting pitcher. 231, 1941, and 78 at bats. The Red Sox will play the infield back. Hope to get a double play. Here's the pitch to Russo. 2-2 roll. That's a liner. Over the head of Bobby Doerr. 2 runs will score. Dickey scores. And Joe Gordon scores. Crossetti goes to second. 2 RBIs for Ugo, middle name of Russo. 3-2, Yankees in the top of the second inning. So we got first and second. Still nobody out. There's Johnny Sturm. Six-three is a fly ball to center field. And that is not deep. Sturm is retired, flying out to Dominic DiMaggio for the first out. Here's a scooter, Phil Rizzuto. Popped to third his first time up. 4-5 is going to be a base on balls. More trouble for Charlie Wagner. Here's Heinrich with Joe DiMaggio on deck. Infield playing back. 4-2 roll is another walk. And that's going to have a RBI attached as that pushes Joe Gordon across the plate. And the game is tied. Timeout. All right, Boston's going to go to the bullpen. It's going to be Tex Houston, grade C pitcher, Z modifier. That's just control modifier. And he's right-handed, so he gets the bump up as he faces Joe DiMaggio with the bases loaded. So for this batter only, Tex Houston will be a B-grade pitcher. Here's the pitch to Joe D. And Joe D, for 2, knocks one high and deep to right center field, and it is going to be off the wall. That will clear the bases. Crossetti scores. Russo scores. Crossetti already scored on the walk. So Russo scores. Rizzuto scores. And Heinrich scores on the bases clearing double by Joe DiMaggio. 6 runs home in the inning. One of those is not earned. And the Yankees are going to bat around. And the Bronx Bombers now lead 6-3. Ninth batter in the inning is George Selkirk. Those runs are charged to Charlie Wagner. And Houston's responsible for DiMaggio standing out there at second base. Here's George Selkirk. The pitch to Twinkle Toe, still only 1 out. 2-2 roll to Selkirk is an 8 against a C, and that's going to be a hit. Single over second, and the runner scores. 7-0 New York. All 7 coming in the second inning. Here's Bill Dickey. Yankees won this game in real life. I believe the score was 6-1. 4-6. 46 is a 29. And that's going to be an out. Ground out to Tex Houston, who throws the first. Dickey's retired. 1-3. And now that's 2 outs. Any more runs score after this, they'll be unearned because there should be 3 in the inning. There was an error. There's Joe Gordon. 41 is a ground out to shortstop. So that's the inning. There were 5 hits, 7 runs. Big blow was the bases clearing double by Joe DiMaggio. Yankees 7, Red Sox 3. All right, don't forget, fans, this is Fenway Park. Anything can happen at Fenway. Here's Bobby Doerr leading off for Boston. 2-6 is a fly ball to right field, and that's caught by Tommy Heinrich One gone for the Red Sox. Catcher Frank Pitlock out of Buffalo, New York. 63 is a fly out the center. 2 outs. And now the pitcher, Tex Houston. Houston rolls a 6-4, and that's a swing and a miss for strike 3, so 3 up and 3 down. No answer to that big 7-run inning. We were at the top of the third. 7-3, New York. Okay, the Frank Crosetti leads off for New York in the top of the third. And Frankie Crosetti gets a base hit to lead off the top of the third. 7th hit already for the Yankees. Here's the pitcher, Marius Russo. Grounded the door, who flips to Cronin at second to throw to first, not in time. Russo legging it out is on with the fielder's choice. But Crosetti out at second, 1 down. Here is the top of the order and Johnny Sturm. Our 41 play result is a re-roll on the rare play randomizer. 1-3 is a 23. That 23 result is runner out stealing and ejected. I use a chart that I pasted into my basic book to give the catchers a chance to throw out the runner, so I don't take those caught stealings as automatic outs. I decide whether he'll steal or not, and then re-roll. He is going to go. Pitlock is a grade 7, I believe, as a catcher. Yeah, grade 7, so 11 through 16, he will be out. Otherwise, he'll be safe. 43, it is a stolen base. So that negates the rest of that result, too, because the base runner would be ejected if he was thrown out. So a stolen base for the pitcher, Marius Russo. Once more runs. Pitch to Johnny Sturm. 2-5 is a 9. Let's see, against the C, that's going to be a ground out to first base. Flips to the pitcher covering, and Russo goes to third. 2 outs. Here's the Scooter Phil Rizzuto. And 26 is a ground out to third. 1 hit, no scores. Bottom of the third, 7-3, New York. All right, top of the Red Sox order, Dominic DiMaggio starts off for Boston. Bouncing ball to Crosetti at third, who throws across the diamond quickly and retires Dominic DiMaggio, a fast runner at first. 1 out, Pete Fox, another speedy Red Sox player here. 6-1 is a 40. That's going to be a re-roll on the rare player randomizer. 43 is a 39. Strike 1. Fox not happy, looks back at the umpire, but steps back into the box without saying anything. 5-1 is a pop out to third base on the fair side of the infield, caught by Crosetti. That's 2 outs. Here's Joe Cronin, the shortstop, 311 hitter, 1941. 31 is a base hit for Joe Cronin. That's going to get Ted Williams to the plate with the runner on. Take a look at our Williams meter. He's still at 174 and 428 as he walked his first time up. 2 outs, 1 on. Here's the pitch to Teddy Ballgame. 5-5 roll. Williams strokes a line drive in the right field. It's going to fall in front of Heinrich. Base hit. Cronin will round second and go to third. First and third, Red Sox. Chance to get some of these runs back. Here's Jim Tabor, who didn't pass up that opportunity he had in the first inning, but hit a 3-run home run. The one walk Tabor here, though. Jimmy Fox is on deck. Here's a pitch to Jim Tabor. 2-4 roll is a 27. And that is a called third strike. Tabor is retired with the bat on his shoulder. 2 hits, no runs. We go to the top of the fourth. Still 7-3 Yankees. Red Sox pitcher Tex Houston is a rated starting pitcher, so he's not worried about his fatigue point. Tommy Heinrich leads off for New York. And Heinrich draws ball 4. Free pass. He's been on all 3 times, single and 2 walks. There's Joe DiMaggio. DiMaggio has walked and doubled in 2 runs. Here's a pitch to Joe D. 3-5 is a 9 against a C. That's going to be a ground out to third. Heinrich advances to second. DiMaggio skips the dirt as he runs past first base, retired. We got a runner on second now, though. And it's Twinkle Toes. George Selkirk comes up. Powerful outfield for the Yankees. 35 is a base on balls to George Selkirk. Fourth walk given up by Red Sox pitching, first and second for New York. Here's Bill Dickey. Yankees had a lot of base runners in this game, and they're not wasting their opportunities. 1-5 is an 8. Grounded to Tabor at third. Slow roller picks up his only play as the first. And Heinrich goes to third. Selkirk goes from first to second. There's 2 gone. Second and third Yankees. And Joe Gordon, the batter, 276 with 24 home runs, would be walked intentionally because the Crow at 223 hitter is next. Bases loaded. Houston will take his chances with Mikey Crosetti. 6-1 is a positive effort there for the Red Sox. Ground out the shortstop. So no runs, no hits, 3 left. Bottom of the 4th inning, 7-3 Yankees. All right, pitcher for the Yankees is a hometown boy from New York. He's born in Brooklyn, New York. Left-handed hurler. He's got Jimmy Fox, Bobby Dorr, and Pitlick, the catcher, here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's a pitch to Double X. 32 is a ground out to second base, unless there's a strikeout modifier there. There's not. So score it 4-3. And Jimmy Fox goes back to the dugout. Soon to be managing in the girls' professional baseball league. When World War II came along, here is Bobby Dorr. 4-5 is a base on balls. Yep, Dorr takes first. Red Sox need base runners desperately. Here's Frankie Pitlock, the catcher. 271 hitter, not a bad hitting catcher. Houston's on deck. We'll see if they let him hit or not. See how Pitlock does. 1-1 roll for Pitlock. That's a second column roll. And 1-6 will be a ball hit over the third baseman, rolls into the corner. Let's see, if Dorr's fast, he'll score. Not that fast. Doesn't score, so Red Sox have second and third. 1 out, timeout. All right, Boston will pitch it for the pitcher. That's going to be Lamar Newsom. Fast-running shortstop. Russo into the stretch. Here's the pitch. Yankees playing infield back. 1-2 roll is a 25. Line drive to second, and the runner double off second. It is a play. Top of the 5th. Red Sox don't score, and they still trail by 4. All right, Marius Russo, the pitcher, leads off for New York. He is 1 for 2, singled, and 2 RBIs in the second inning. 6-2 is a fly ball hit to left field. Ted Williams is under it and makes the grab for the first out. And now it's Johnny Sturm. 23 is a roller to Bobby Dorr at second base, scoops and sidearm throw to first, retires Sturm. Now the scooter, Phil Rizzuto, stands up at that plate, the right side of the plate, crouching batting style. 1-6 is a ground ball hit to the shortstop. That's Joe Cronin. He throws out Phil Rizzuto. So 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees. Last of the fifth, we're halfway through, 7-3 in New York. We'll look at Earl Johnson in the dugout tallying off. He's a grade C pitcher, YW modifier. He retired the Yankees in order in the top of the fifth. Now he hopes his teammates can get something on the board here in the bottom of the fifth. Starting at the top of the order, Dominic DiMaggio, Pete Fox, and then Joe Cronin. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. George Selkirk is under it, makes the catch. Here's one of the Foxes, Pete. Ground ball to second base, picked up by Joe Gordon to throw to first. 2 outs. Watched a YouTube video of the early Kansas City Royals, and I think he was Joe Gordon, I think, was the first or second manager. I think he was the first manager of the Royals. 1969 was replaced by Charlie Metro. Here's Joe Cronin. 4-4 roll for Joe Cronin. That's a base hit. And Cronin's been on base 3 times, 2 singles and a fielder's choice. Red Sox have had some people on deck. They need a big hit with one of them on. Here's the man to do it, Ted Williams. 1 for 1 today and coming about with a lofty 4.08 average. Russo into the stretch. Here's the pitch to Ted Williams. 2-6 is a base on balls. Williams draws a walk. And something tells me Russo would rather not have done that. 4-run lead, you don't want to keep putting people on base. I try to get somebody out. Here's Jim Tabor. 3-run homer in the first. Duplicates that feed, he can get them back in the game. 3-3 roll for Tabor. He leans into one. That ball shot out of the cannon to left center field and off the wall. Joe Cronin scores from first. Williams scores. And Jim Tabor comes through again, driving home 2 more runs. He's knocked in all 5 Red Sox runs today. 7-5 Yankees. Red Sox are back in this. Here's Jimmy Fox. 2 outs in the inning. Russo will pitch the Fox. Here's the pitch. 1-4 is a fly out to left field. But damage is done. 2 hits for the Red Sox and 2 runs. Top of the 6th, 7-5 New York. Earl Johnson returns to the mound. Grade C pitcher, Y strikeout modifier. Sometimes has issues with the strike zone. He'll be facing Heinrich, DiMaggio, and Selkirk. The meat of the order of the Bronx Bombers. Here's the pitch to Tommy Heinrich in the top of the 6th inning. Base on balls. The patient Tommy walks to first for he passes, 3rd walk of the day. Brings up Joe DiMaggio. And DiMaggio lifts a fly ball to left field. It's catchable and handled by Ted Williams. One Hall of Famer retiring the other. We played a prank one time on everybody and came out of the dugout in opposite teams' uniforms before a game. Williams as a Yankee and DiMaggio as a Red Sox. Because all the talk was that they should trade them and let Joe DiMaggio, a right-handed batter, take his shots at the Green Monster. And Ted Williams, a left-handed slugger, take his shots at what many call the Pennant Porch in right field in New York. It was deep in right center field in New York, but very shallow to down the line and to straightaway right field. Here's George Selkirk with a runner on first and 1 out. 35 is another base on balls. Red Sox get Mike Ryba up into the bullpen. Bill Dickey's the batter. Two, three is a 26. High pop-up on the infield near the mound. Bobby Doerr is taking charge and makes the catch. 2 outs, and Johnson's got a chance to get out of this self-created jam. He's got to get Joe Gordon. Gordon's 1 for 2. He's also walked in the game. 1-6 is a ground ball to the shortstop. And Corning goes a short way to retire Selkirk at second. And that's the inning. Bottom of the 6th. 7-5, New York. All right, Bobby Doerr will lead off the last of the 6th inning for the Boston Red Sox. He was a very good friend of Ted Williams. They met before they were Red Sox. They met as San Diego Padres, teammates in the PCL before being called to the major leagues. Both had shared a love for fly fishing, in the off season, and they were very good friends. Notice his middle name was Pershing, and that's after he was named after Black Jack Pershing with that middle name, the commander of the American forces in World War I. Here's a pitch to Robert Pershing Doerr. 3-3 roll, and that's going to be a drive to left center field for Bobby Doerr, and the 9-time All-Star leads off the inning with a 2-bagger. It brings a potential tie-in run to the plate, and Frankie Pitlock, the catcher. Pitlock is 1 for 2. He has a double on the day. 6-4 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Russo retires Pitlock. And now the pitcher, lefty Johnson. Timeout. With a runner in scoring position, Boston will pinch hit for the pitcher duty for him. Gave them 2 scoreless innings. Johnny Peacock grabs the bat and comes up to the plate. He'll hit against Russo. Here's the pitch to Johnny Peacock. 2-3 is a 29. The lefty hits a roller to first base, and that's picked up by Johnny Sturm, who flips to Russo covering. Bobby Doerr goes to third. There's 2 outs. And now the top of the order. And Dominic DiMaggio, 0 for 3 today. Both leadoff hitters have struggled. Sturm is 0 for 4 for New York. 6-6 roll. That's the end of the struggle for Dominic DiMaggio. He cashes in 51 with a double. And now it is 7-6. Boston's within 1. That drives home Bobby Doerr, and it will also drive lefty Russo from the mound. The pitcher for New York is going to be Johnny Grandma Murphy. 15 saves. You could say he's a closer, but look at his innings pitched. He averaged 2 innings each time he went out there, so this time they're going to be asking for 3. 8-3 record with 1.98 average. He's a grade A pitcher. Y and W modifiers. Be facing Pete Fox. Both right-handed, but you don't bump up grade A pitchers. So he stays in A. Here's the pitch to Pete Fox. 34 is a fly ball hit to center field. Joe DiMaggio is under it and gracefully makes the catch. 2 hits, a run, and we go to the top of the 7th. It's 7-6 New York. Yankees have been somewhat judicious with their bullpen, but the Red Sox are kind of burning theirs up. 2 2/3 from Houston, 2 from Johnson. They're probably going to want to get 2 or 3 out of Ryba. And that is a new pitcher for Boston. It's Mike Ryba, grade C pitcher. We use his asterisk rating grade, his relief grade, Y strikeout modifier, and a Z control modifier. He's looking at the bottom of the Yankee order here in the top of the 7th. The 8th place hitter, Corsetti. Russo's next, and then to the top of the order. 23 is a roller to second base. That's Bobby Doerr. And the throw to first, 1 out. Here's a Yankee pitcher. Grandma Murphy. 1-2 as I ground out the second. Or X strikeout modifier. He didn't have an X. So it remains a ground out the second. 2 outs. Top of the order, Johnny Sturm. Johnny Sturm gets a base hit. It's a 7. And now, like the Red Sox leadoff hitter, he's got a hit. Scooter Rizzuto. And that will take care of the inning with another ground out to second base. 1 hit, no runs. 7th inning stretch time. Bronx Bombers lead by 1. Well, the fans stretch their legs for the 7th inning stretch. I want to take a minute to talk about a new YouTube channel that I discovered here a couple of days ago, Rob's Tabletop Hardball. He's playing Apba baseball on his channel, and I hope he puts up more games. He did a great job of presenting the game and calling the game. That's Rob's Tabletop Hardball. Visit that channel when you get time. All right, for the bottom of the 7th inning, Joe Cronin will lead off for Boston, followed by Ted Williams and Jim Tabor. Last time that group hit together in the 5th inning, they produced 2 runs. They do that again, they'll reclaim the lead. Here's the pitch to Joe Cronin from Grandma Murphy. 5-3 is a 19. That's going to be a re-roll on the air number table, air randomizer table. And 3-3 is a 18. Feeling calling 2 in air. On the shortstop, the Scooter Phil Rizzuto boots 1. Red Sox have a leadoff hitter on, and Ted Williams represents a potential tie and run. Today he's walked twice, singled, and he's hitting .408 as he comes to the plate. 40 play result. Let's re-roll on the rare play randomizer table. 45 is 39. And that's a runner out stealing. Again, I don't take those results automatically, but he will try to steal. Even if it's against Bill Dickey. I think Dickey is usually a 9 in Apple, but I think he was an 8 this year. No, he's a 9. Maybe I don't want to try to steal. Runner will be out 11 through 26. He would be a tie and run in scoring position, so there goes Joe Cronin. 11 through 26 will be out. 61, he is safe. Stolen base for the player manager, Joe Cronin. And there he is, sitting out there pretty for Ted Williams. Here's a pitch to Ted Williams. 5-6. Teddy Ballgame pops it up. On the infield, Joe Gordon is under it and makes the catch. 1 out. Here's Jim Tabor. Tabor has driven in all the Red Sox runs except for 1. And Dominic DiMaggio drove that one in, but Tabor's got 5 RBIs today with a homer and a double. 6-1 is another pop-up on the infield. Phil Rizzuto this time is calling for it and makes the catch. 2 outs. Here's Jimmy Fox. And with that rule, Jimmy Fox hits a ground ball to third. Crosetti throws across the diamond to retire Fox. And the Red Sox opportunity swirls down the drain. No hits, 1 error, 1 left. Top of the 8th, Yankees 7 and Red Sox 6. All right, it's now time to see if Mike Rabbit can get through the meat of Murderer's Row. Heinrich, DiMaggio, and Selkirk here in the top of the 8th. Yankees up by 1. And that's going to be a leadoff single for Tommy Heinrich. Line drive to left center field, chased down by the center fielder Dominic DiMaggio. And Heinrich has had a productive day. He's walked 3 times and singled twice, been on base all 5 times. Here's Joe DiMaggio. Reiber with a stretch. Here's the pitch. 2 balls and no strikes. He's got, it's a 14, but Reiber's got the Z modifier. 3-2 is a ground ball hit to second base. Door flips to Cronin, but the throw to first is not in time. Joe DiMaggio beats the rap at first, as Kurt Berglund says. Let's see, Heinrich's out at second. Fielder's choice for Joe DiMaggio. So DiMaggio, a fast runner, is the runner at first. Here's Twinkle Toes. He's been on base all but once. Single, 2 doubles, or just single, 2 walks. Run it out to the pitcher. 6-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. And now Bill Dickey. Ryba into the stretch. Here's the pitch to Dickey. 36 is a re-roll on the rare play channel, or randomizer. Re-roll to 52, which is 40. And that's a runner caught stealing, so again, I don't take that automatically. I give the catcher a chance to throw out the base stealer. 11 through 16 is, let's see, Pitlock is a 7 catcher. Yeah, 11 through 16, he'll be out. 66 is going to be a throwing error on the catcher, and the runner goes to third. So stolen base for DiMaggio, and then the error puts him to third. Infield is still playing normal depth with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Bill Dickey. 21 is not going to get the runner home, though. 12 result is a fly out to right field. Yankees get a hit but don't score. Bottom of the 8th, 7-6 New York. If you are a Yankee fan, I hope you didn't go to the bathroom or concession stand in the second inning, because you would have missed it all. Yankees have 7 runs, all scored in the second inning. Boston got 3 in the first, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. 7-6 here in the bottom of the 8th inning for Bobby Doerr. Here's the pitch from Johnny Murphy to Bobby Doerr, and that is going to be an out. Pop out to third. Play made defensively by Frank Rossetti, the Crow. 1 out, Frankie Pitlock. 6-3 is a fly out the center field. And with 2 out, nobody on, in a 1-run game, they're going to let Ryba bat, because I think the rest of the Red Sox relievers are all D pitchers. So Ryba's going to go ahead and hit. 2-6 is a ground out to third. We go to the 9th. Yankees 7 and the Red Sox 6. Mike Ryba has passed his fatigue point as a reliever, but he has only had 1 bad thing happen. So he has 2 more bad things before his grade lowers to a D. Joe Gordon will lead off the 9th for the Yankees. Gordon, Crossetti, and then the pitcher due up. Here's a pitch to Joe Gordon. 1-6 is going to be a ground out to Joe Cronin at shortstop, who throws out Gordon. 1 out. Frankie Crossetti, longtime Major League coach after his baseball career, playing career. Crossetti flies to left, and Ted Williams puts the squeeze on that fly ball. Johnny Murphy's going to stay in and pitch the last of the 9th. And he has passed his fatigue point as well, but has not had any marks against his fatigue. 25 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Last of the 9th, Yankees up by 1. All right, Johnny Murphy praying for a clean inning. If he gets a clean inning here, 1, 2, 3, he won't have to face Ted Williams. If he doesn't, he'll have to face Ted Williams as the potential winning run. Dominic DiMaggio leads off for Boston in the last of the 9th. Last chance for the Red Sox. 3-6 is a 33. And Dominic DiMaggio gets a called third strike. He's U-turn back to the dugout, 1 out. Pete Fox. Fox pops up, foul territory, off of third base. Crossetti's under it and makes the catch. Last call for the Red Sox is Joe Cronin with Ted Williams on deck. Here's a pitch to Joe Cronin. 5-2 2 is a bouncer to Crossetti at third. He gloves it, throws to Sturm at first, and that is the ball game, leaving Ted Williams stranded at the altar on deck. Red Sox go 3 up and 3 down in the ninth. Final score, Yankees 7 and the Red Sox 6. We'll be back to wrap it up. All right, this was a hard-fought game all the way around, and in some ways an expensive game for the Red Sox and Yankees, as both teams dipped heavily into their bullpens. Yankees used only 2 pitchers, but Grandma Murphy is their closer. He will not be available in the next game. And Mike Riva, you could consider him the Red Sox closer, plus a couple other guys are used up, Houston and Johnson, so they will not be available in the next game as well. The Yankees scored 7 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. Red Sox had 6 runs on 9 hits, and they committed 2 errors. Jim Tabor hit the game's only home run. That was a 3-run homer in the first for Boston. Yankees did all their scoring in the second inning. Russo's the winner. He pitched 5 2/3, gave up 6 runs, but he is the winning pitcher, with Johnny Murphy getting a hard-earned save. And Charlie Wagner takes the loss. He lasted only 4 outs, gave up 6 runs. As far as Ted Williams goes, the hunt for 400 is going well. He goes 1 for 2. He came into the game in the project hitting 407. He leaves the day hitting 407. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.